I'm Thaddeus Beal, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts in the United States. Do you want me to just answer it as it comes?
Yes.
I was surprised to see a topic, particularly a topic that involved cannibalism. But time is a very interesting topic, so I've thought a lot about infinity, so it's natural to my work, but in this case, I thought immediately of the Higgs boson, which is this thing they've just discovered.
Currently in the news, yes.
Which is magic because it, number one, explains a lot of quantum physics in the very present, which would be the Cairo, and yet it's hugely important in describing how the universe got to be where it is, particularly how it had so much mass as it did. And at any rate, that leads me instantly to not only patterns that are mostly from Islam that are infinite, but also particle tracing shadows, which are beautiful, and as always, more natural things.
So it's almost redundant to ask the question, but here it is. Can you explain how your ideas are reflected in the work that you have been creating at this symposium?
Well, it's not that linear because you just sort of jump into this soup we've just described, but in some cases it's a much more immediate blast, so it's much more like Cairo, and I would cite this one looks like an explosion in a particle accelerator, and then some are more distant and more universal and go back in time and more like Chronos, and yet they both look the same, which I actually believe is true, almost invariably.
So you've been very productive. Do you expect to be selling your work?
I have little expectation of selling it. It would be nice, but if you go in with an expectation of selling it, it's like a Midas touch. It all gets self-conscious and production-oriented. So, no, this has been a wonderful exploration. So,
Thank you for the interview.